Actually, it was featuring the clarinet section. It's called Clarinet à la Quille. And it's featuring the clarinet section. I hope you heard it nice and loud there. And that's those slurs. A lot of things happening musically. Some of you, if you don't play the instrument, you don't know what's going on. You don't know how hard it is to do what they're doing. But some of you who know those instruments, you know, oh wow. That's, you know. So we appreciate music appreciation, and those of you who know how to play it and invest in young people and playing it. Now, this next march is, again, standard band repertoire. Sousa wrote this march called Liberty Bell. Now, he actually, the story goes that he had written the melody before he called it the Liberty Bell. And it was actually here in Chicago. I'm not sure that you knew that, but it was here in Chicago where they were showing they were with his band, a master or coordinator. They were seeing a show, and the bell. Not sure what the show was about, but the background was the Liberty Bell, and that's the first time that they got the idea. Well, let's call that march the Liberty Bell. As you know, the story of the Liberty Bell is very interesting. It was first made to commemorate the 50th year anniversary of William Penn and his ideas and of government and all of that stuff that were pretty progressive for the time. And that's why they decided to write on the bell, as many of you probably know, what is the main phrase on that bell. You guys remember? Mr. Huff, you can't tell them. Does anybody remember what's written? What's the main phrase? I'll help you. Proclaim liberty. Thank you. Proclaim liberty actually comes from the Bible, talking about the Jubilee. Remember that every 49th year, every 50th year, they were supposed to give back. There was supposed to be no more debts anymore, no more slaves, nothing. Proclaim liberty in the land, the Bible says, and they decided to use that because they felt that that basically was very much what William wanted to do in his colony. Then it became a very important icon for the abolitionists, because they took it and they felt like, well, we need an icon, and they felt like the bell was a very good symbol of what they were trying to do, hearkening back to its history. The story of the crack, as you know, it has a crack and it cannot be played anymore. There's different stories. It sounds like there were little cracks here and there, and then finally one time when they played it, it got just cracked out so much that it couldn't be played anymore. There's a replica though, and I believe that one can be played. Anyways, this symbol of liberty, actually for me, this is interesting. Excuse me. As you know, as we were telling you, I'm an immigrant from Argentina, and when I came into Mr. Huff's classroom, I didn't know any American history. He was the first American teacher I ever had. And I really didn't want to learn American history at that time. I'm going to be honest with you. Because I was trying to just figure out who I was in English. I was trying to talk to my friends and stuff, you know. So anyways, but I have been an immigrant for quite some time with my personal resident card. 2 years ago, I became a citizen. I don't think Mr. Huff knows that. So I became a citizen 2 years ago of this country. And as I think about the bell, it's such an interesting icon, also because of the crack. We know the Union is not perfect. We know the ideals are too good to be true, and yet we still strive for them, right? And I think that's what the Liberty Bell, to me, that's what it means. The ideal that William Penn had, it was a high ideal. But we're not just going to give up because there's a crack or because it's not perfect. We know true liberty will not come until Jesus comes back. We know that. But at the same time, it's our duty to try our best to make this bell sound as good as we can. And so we like to share this march. It's a very standard, beautiful march by Sousa, one of the greatest composers, again, for the band repertoire. And we hope that whatever it means to you, whatever liberty, whatever that means, that it makes you think of that, and encourages you, whatever that Liberty Bell needs to be. Let's keep working towards that perfection and ideal in this country that we call the United States of America.